more. Okay, keeping your brain sharp begins at an early age, but what's the best way to do that?
So station host Erica Olson talks to a brain expert who has the answer on today's Morning Mix.
Good morning. Our brains do a lot. They control our thoughts, memories, motor skills, and more. So it's important that we talk about optimizing our brain health and cognitive function throughout every stage of life. Helping guide us through this conversation is Dr. Travis Ladner, a neurosurgeon from Dignity Health. Doctor, thanks for being with us this morning.
My pleasure. I'm happy to be here.
So let's talk about those of us that are juggling a lot. It could be our career, our health, aging parents, caring for our children. What is the most important brain health message for somebody that's that busy?
That's a great question. The biggest challenges are often digital overload and chronic stress. We're constantly stimulated by things that aren't necessarily productive to our cognitive function. We need to implement digital detoxes, even for short periods of time. We need to prioritize tasks that involve deep focus work over constant multitasking. And we need to get good sleep, because that's when our brain does its vital housekeeping tasks, including clearing out metabolic waste products.
And one of the hardest things to do when you're busy. Okay, let's talk about aging parents. What are some of the signs or symptoms we should be on the lookout for, and how can we help them and their brain as they age?
For our parents, we need to be especially vigilant on subtle changes in things like memory, their judgment, and language. We need to make sure that they're getting regular visits with their doctors, because conditions like high blood pressure and diabetes can elevate their risk for having a stroke. We need to encourage them to be engaged in their social connections, help them maintain their friendships, help them with their community involvement. We need to promote lifelong learning, even if it's small things like doing a puzzle, learning a new recipe, or just enjoying their hobbies. And we also need to encourage them to be physically active, because that is good for brain power.
Okay, on the other side of the spectrum, when it comes to our kids, our young adults, we're in a digital age, and so screen connectivity is constant. What should we be doing for them?
For young adults, it's particularly challenging with so much digital overstimulation. We need to be mindful of how much screen time they're getting, and we need to minimize the amount of passive consumption that they're doing. Instead, we need to promote activities that actively engage the brain. Things like problem solving, creative outlets, physical exercise, and meaningful social interactions. We also need to make sure that they're getting good nutrition. Healthy fats like those found in fish and avocado are brain food. And we need to make sure they get good sleep, because they're developing neural pathways that are going to take them through the rest of their lives.
I love that, brain food. That's such a great reminder. Well, this has been very insightful. We certainly appreciate all of the intel and helping us improve our brain health.
It's my pleasure to be here. Dignity Health offers advanced medical and surgical care for brain conditions, as well as hospitalized comprehensive rehab in Los Angeles and San Bernardino counties.
Thank you, Doctor. Great to have you here this morning.
Thank you.
If you would like more information, visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal/neuro. For the Morning Mix, I'm Erica Olson. Back to you.